Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. This is episode 3, and we are about to storm the Koopa Brothers fortress. Now, none of you know this, but I've actually been sitting at this screen for 5 minutes doing outtakes, because I keep changing what I want to tell you guys. So this is going to be the final take, because I wanted to let you guys know that. This episode, we're going to go through all of Koopa Fortress, and then kick some Koopa butt. Except, not really, because before we get to the Koopa Brothers, I'm actually going to stop. And then the Koopa Brothers will get their own episode. And I will do this for all future bosses, because it's more fun that way. We'll be able to say, okay, we've gotten through the level, and now we're just going to have an episode for the boss fight, you know, where I can either take my time, or I can breeze through it, or I can see how fast I can do it. But considering, you know, that this is a stop-action game, speed isn't really a factor. So, without further ado, this is the final take of this intro, and we're gonna get underway. Here we are with Cooper, and let's storm the fortress. Oh no, a guard! They're so scared. Now, on the one hand, this level is so gray. It's just, and I'm not great, gray. Like, very, very gray. And under normal circumstances, I would say, okay, I am super tired of this wicked boring backdrop. I don't want to be in this level anymore. But the Koopa Brothers Fortress has a certain charm to it that makes it enjoyable. I don't know what it is. One thing is definitely, you know, what you see on the outside of the Koopa Brothers Fortress is reflected on the inside. So, which is nice. Like, they give you the side view on purpose to say, it is this long, and you're going to be going through the whole thing. In case any of you didn't know what just happened there, I actually hit the bomb not with Cooper, but with Mario, because you do actually jump when you use Cooper's attack. And the reason why I just said to do nothing instead of do a willy-nilly attack... Oh, I've got too many items. I don't need the fright jar. Is because normally a bomb just will attack you with the jump attack that you saw. But if you let its fuse burn, it will blow up, and that deals considerably more damage. So sometimes it's better to just say, I'll block the damage. It's a pretty easy block, except for, you know, the first block that I made. And we'll just go from there. And that's how you handle bomb-ons. One-two punch of sort. And the nice thing is the reason why I always use Cooper for the last attack is Cooper bounces due to his shell, so he doesn't stay there for the resulting blast. Other characters will get hit with the blast. Mario if he uses his hammer or his jump, Goombario if he uses his head bonk, but Cooper doesn't. Does hard shell. Now see, this is much more favorable, because now I don't have to do nothing, I can just keep going. Oh, my nuts. And also the very nice thing is that you don't actually ever care about a Bob-omb's health. You're really only concerned about making it self-destruct. Now this little bit here, I love. And the reason why is because it's subtle. You see the paper Koopa turn around out of the shell, out of the cage, and you think, oh, That's kind of cool, but I don't think I'm able to get in there because there's obviously a, cracked wall. Anyone who's played Zelda knows that cracked walls mean that you need a bomb. But then if you look closely, you see a hole. And you're like, okay, well I should be able to just zip right through there just like he did. And I'll show you what happens. It's a thing in gaming that's not as true in other places, but I guess it's true in general life, that persistence pays off. And that is quite true in this case. You see the hole, you think, maybe it doesn't work, but then you see he's slightly moving, and then you're like, yep, I can totally go through. By the way, the badge I just got was Power Bounce. It's pretty useful. You jump on the same person, out, oh good, over and over again until they, kick the bucket. And here I'm going to use some flower power. Wow. Well, the intended effect has been accomplished. I really need to get better with this whole jumping thing. And of course, this one they tease you, say, "Oh, look, you can totally just sneak through the wall again," and you're like, "No, I know better." This is a nice little bit of non-linearity. Actually, I'm gonna use one of the fire flowers. There's no sense in waiting around for this battle. You think, "Oh, look, locked door, Koopa Troopa. I kill the Koopa Troopa, I get the key." And then the game's all like, "What? You thought you had us figured out? No, mister. That's not how this works." And you're like, "What? What do you mean?" And they're like, "Boom! You get that instead." I'm like, "Oh, okay." What is happening? Well, that was something. And all I can think of is, what was above the stairs? I'll show you what's in here first. Oh no! They've been imprisoned! Ah, let me in! Pretty sure I could duck through the bars. Pretty sure they all could. Oh! Onwards. See, if I had a house that could do that, that's all I would need. Just a room and moving doorways. Era Troopa. Right in the nuts. Classic. Here it comes. That's what I'm going to do next time I'm about to get punched. I'm going to just pull my hat down over my eyes. Yeah, you stay down. Bouncy, bouncy. And you know what I'm going to do? Because there's no direct bomb mobs in this area. I'm going to grab Goompario. This is more useful for getting rid of the Troopas. Oh my goodness. Also, something I've been doing to improve the quality of this Let's Play is I've actually been playing a separate file. Now, the reason for this is twofold. One, I really love this game, so when I start playing, I don't want to stop. But of course, I don't obviously want to rob you guys of any, screen time, where it's just like, oh, by the way, I played ahead, now we're here. So I mean, who does a Let's Play like that? But this is actually really good because, one, I get to keep playing Paper Mario, and two, I get to scout ahead. I get to figure out where I might make mistakes, where I did make a mistake, and what I will have to do to remedy it. Or even, you know, I can plot out what mistakes I might make and make a perfect take, essentially. You know, a take that will save the most amount of time. You know, for instance, the game opens up in a big way, and you realize that all of these places are, you know, multiple levels away. Like, you legitimately truck through areas to get to places, like we did here. You know, we went through, what? Probably 7 screens to get to the Koopa Brothers Fortress, and probably 5 to get to the village, you know. And if you ever have to go back there, it's all of this backtracking until you learn that there's actually a shortcut. But what I did was I didn't get the shortcut early enough. So I did some, you know, manual backtracking, which sucks, to say the least. So that's a mistake I will make. I will make sure that I get the upgrade first, and probably what I will do is I would definitely have side quest episodes where they're a little bit, they may or may not be a little bit longer depending upon what happens, and I will label them specifically as such. And I'm totally just blanking out. I'm sorry, guys. So, but you can say, oh, he's just side questing here. I can watch this if I want to see what he gets or whatever. But if I just want to see him get back to the main quest, then whatever. I hate and love this. The game tells you, don't hit this. It's obviously a trap. Don't do this. You see yellow Koopa. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But then, when you try to actually, you know, go about getting where you need to, you realize, oh, I need to do it. So, reluctantly. Admiral Akbar would be disappointed. Yeah, I fell for it. You just put me into a cell with a bunch of bombs. Pleased to meet ya. Alright, let's quickly heal. Let's brighten and use anything. The only downside to your companions is that they only get little snippets to really show themselves off until later. Like, later they really, you know, bring them back and say, you know, your companions are pretty awesome. Like, you know, they've actually got some character to them. You know, Bombette being the rebel bomb is just kind of awesome in my opinion. Cooper looking up to you, and well, most of them look up to you. But some of them not so much. You know, Cooper's out, you know, totally on an Indiana Jones adventure kind of thing, looking up to Colorado, who's totally, you know, a lame Indiana Jones. Goombario is just kind of, you know, I look up to you. I've got a blue hat, and I'm almost named after you, and, you know, all that good stuff. And everyone's different in their own way. And block. Block. in terms of video quality, there may be one slight, teeny, tiny downside to Bombay. And I will show that off with the bomb report in a minute. Yeah, unfortunately that's a thing. I could have sworn I managed to do this without anyone getting injured. Alright. And I messed it up. I'm the worst. Well, that's why Bombay is awesome, to say the least. The move doesn't go through defense, unfortunately, which I think sucks. But it is really powerful, and spoiler alert, you actually can power up your characters. So the bomb move gets really powerful, really quick, which of course is, you know, awesome. Oh, right. Had you actually explored ahead, you would have realized, oh, I totally need this key in order to move forward. Though they are nice. Directly above me, there's a hole in the fence for you to say, oh, I think I know where I need to go. Let's go back and get that. Alright. Now for some secrets. Oops. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're gonna make money. That's right, it's the refund badge. This badge is a lifesaver on your wallet, because what it allows is for you to basically be awesome. I don't really need hammer throw for now, so we're gonna put on refund and close call. It's very simple. It does what it sounds like. Every time you use an item, you get money back, which is really awesome with some of the free items. For instance, it's an item called Repel Gel, which makes you go invisible. It gives you like 20 coins when you use it, because it's a really expensive item. Sorry about the yawning, guys. Goodness gracious. Wow. Okay. That was a little weak. There we go. Is he down and out? I may have forgotten to mention that, just like any other character, they do have health. So, you know, it's not unreasonable to say that you can't just take them out. Whoops. But I probably should use one of those items. Though, it's more beneficial for you to use items in battle. Especially if you can block the damage. So, I think we'll do that to get our flower power back. It's so dramatic. We are closing. We are opening. I jumped too soon. You know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Squidgy. I like to imagine that there's some just lumbering oaf who's just turning it slowly. Ah, keep doing that. Oh, also, I will be trying to snipe with Bombette. She has the best first strike ability because you can actually hit them with the bomb. And this deals full damage. And by full damage, what I mean is at the end of the action command, after you hit A couple thousand times, you deal max damage. That's what the bomb does. The bomb deals max damage. And of course it still doesn't go through. Depends, but it's still quite satisfying to say, I just dealt that much damage to you. Alright, let's get our flower power back. Get some money. Incoming! Bombette, use Body Slam. And no, it's not super effective because Body Slam is a normal type move, and normal type moves aren't super effective against any other type. Ugh, kept peep in mind. You were saying tackle was super effective. Ah! And of course, stuff like that can happen. All by yourself? All by myself. Don't wanna die all by myself. Koopa Morgulus? All Koopa must die? That's a Game of Thrones reference, for those of you who don't know. Oh, look, the door! But I don't like that door, so I'm not gonna use it. Oh, look, a Bomb-Omb! I was hoping to sneak by him, but it wasn't meant to be. There we go. Ah! Now I understand. Bombette, or rather, Bomb-Ombs, if they are lit on fire, they deal 3 damage to themselves. So it didn't actually matter all those times I used Bomb. Go figure. If you look at your path through Koopa Fortress, it's just a zigzag left to right, left to right. We have a maple syrup. How nice. Alright, let's do some dodging. It's a little bit of guesswork, but of course you can be wise. So we're gonna heal up for this short little mini boss. Then we will save. Boom! I think I saved. Yeah, let's use Thunder Rage. I think I meant to save one of the Fire Flowers. But it's okay. These guys are pretty easily taken out with a Bomb attack. Especially a nice one like that! Money! That's a lot of money. But nice side to that is this boss fight will get us a full-on upgrade. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure playing for you. In the subsequent episode, we are going to tackle the Koopa Brothers. So, yeah, stay tuned if you want to see that.